Hey guys, it's Terry here, and in this video I want you to meet my bass. So this is my jazz bass that I play on all of my videos. Firstly, the brand is not Fender. It's not anything that most people know. It's called Mailloux, and it was made for me by Phil Mailloux in Queensland, Australia. And I'll run you through the specifications. So as you see, the back is a swamp ash, and it's got the cavity for preamp, and maple neck, Queensland rock maple, I think, and hip shot tuning pegs. And on the front we've got a nice brown maple top. So I just wanted something a bit different. I think bark eye barrel would be too overkill. So yeah, and it's a satin finish, so it's not too glossy, which what I don't really like. Pickups, I got the EMG JVX, which what Bobby Vega used, and control is volume and tone, and badass bridge, gold badass bridge, because that's where it's at, all the bling bling. Yeah, so that's it. 70s pickup positioning, by the way. So what it is the bridge pickup is closer to the bridge by ½ inch. And that's the difference between the 60s and the 70s jazz basses in general. So what you get is much more of that Marcus Miller kind of sound, very snappy highs. A bit scoop. It's not as meaty as a 60s jazz bass, which would be the American standard Fender. Yeah, so that's it. I used to have Sadowski pickups and preamp in this thing, but what happened was that I spent too much time fiddling with the knobs, because I felt like I have to adjust the tone for fingerstyle and slap playing. Yeah, so they're great sound, they have great sound, but I just felt like I really had to just focus on my playing and just have one sound and work on that. I realized I sort of relied on the sound, on the controls and the EQ more, rather than working on my fingers. So with the EMG, what I love about it is they kind of have this 10% bass and treble boost by default. As a matter of fact, the EMGs, they're active preamps, right? They're active pickups, sorry. They got preamp built into the pickups, so I still need batteries to make this bass to work. And at the moment I got 18 volt preamp, which means two 9-volt batteries, if you can do the math. Yeah, so that's that. And the reason why it's 18 instead of single 9-volt battery is because I really want like more headroom. More headroom means that when you have like high gain, when it gets really loud, the tone it's very composed. It's not compressed. So yeah, which I think is really important. If you just sort of like going plug and play kind of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. With strings, I've got the Federa stainless steel. I think this is the 40 for G string, and 95 for E string. It's a bit light, but again, I think it all depends on the tension on the right hand near the bridge. If you have like a really loose tension and a really light gauge as well, then that's like I think the tone is not very composed. Like it's a bit hard to dig in, because you get this really burpy kind of sound. But yeah, what I do is I make sure the action is kind of low this is not too low. But the tension is tight, you know. So that's really good for slapping and fingerstyle as well, because like if you dig in a bit too much, it doesn't bust like straight away. So that's that. Other than that, yeah, that's nothing else to be said. I've been playing this like same bass for a while now, for 2 or 3 years, and I love it. You know, I think there's like a lot to be discovered about this bass, and it's the same for any instrument, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. This is that awkward moment where you decide to turn off the video and the video. So that's it, folks. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps. If you have any question about instruments, let me know. My only advice, just really quickly, is that it doesn't really matter what you play. It doesn't really matter how much it costs. You know, I mean, this bass obviously is not cheap because it's custom made, but the point of custom is that so that the instrument can accommodate what I'm playing. And you know, it took me a while to figure out what I really want in an instrument. It took me a while to sort of like knowing, you know, okay, like I want a certain type of neck, you know, the measurement and the sound, you know, and you really have to know what you're doing as well, you know. If you play slap, what kind of slap sound are you after, and all that stuff. And I think it really narrows down your choices as well, you know, because I know I spent a lot of money in preamps, you know, in EQs and all that stuff, in amps also, and yeah, but now, you know, I just got to the point where I just plug and play, you know, and that's that. And sort of like now I work on the tone on my fingers on my right hand, and yeah, I think that's sort of like where I'm at now. So get to know your instrument, get to know your basses, and make sure, you know, you do your homework as well. You know, be specific about things. You know, pay attention to the details about like different instruments, why they sound that way. You know, because it just helps. You know. Anyway, have a good week. Thank you.